thank you so much for speaking to Namibia or Nampa Press, and an honor having you here in Namibia. Let's beginning in the beginning, the purpose of your visit to Namibia.
The purpose of my visit to Namibia this year is to thank Namibian authorities for their participation in the AIM 2014, the annual investment meeting, and to invite them for the participation in the annual investment meeting 2015 edition, which will take place from the 30th of March to the 1st of April 2015 in Dubai. This is my main purpose. And of course to explore and to see by myself what is the main opportunities of investment in Namibia, and on the other side to start to promote these opportunities for our investors from Arab countries.
Let's also talk about the AIM, the annual investment meeting. What is that, and what is the purpose of such a meeting?
The annual investment meeting is initiative from the UAE Ministry of Economy, and the main purpose of this meeting is to attract investment opportunities, to attract investors in emerging markets. This initiative we started on 2011, the first edition of AIM, where we invited 30 countries. And we are so proud that AIM it grew for the past 4 years. On 2014, we attracted 112 countries, beside almost more than 6,800 investors who came from those countries looking for opportunities. AIM, we keep changing our themes year after year. It depends on the main requirements of the market. We started the first edition of AIM to make introduction of investment opportunities in emerging countries. It followed by 2012 edition to avail the financing possibilities of the projects in emerging markets. And on the third edition, we highlight economic landscape in the making and its implication on the FDI in emerging markets. Last edition, we focus on investment partnerships, where we highlight what investors from different countries can make a partnership doing investment in a third country. And we are introducing the 5th edition of the annual investment meeting, highlighting the sustainable development through technology transfer and innovation and its implication on FDI growth.
The business relations currently between the United Arab Emirates and the SADC region and Namibia in specific, I think you mentioned the DATES project in Namibia. What is it like?
Regarding the business relation, the political relation first is very stable between the SADC region and the United Arab Emirates. For economic relation, we are encountering yearly growth in the trade relation between the SADC region and UAE. Mainly it was the leading country for this is from South Africa for export and import from United Arab Emirates. Mainly Arab investors are interested in the projects in African regions, but what kind of projects and how they can do this investment and what is their main requirements to facilitate this investment to be in this region. For the past 4 years, we encountered many projects from different countries in the SADC region, from Zambia, Zimbabwe, from Botswana, Namibia, and South Africa. But again, what is the key questions that any investor will ask? Risk assessment, stability, the political stability, economic stability of the country. Namibia, I can see they have economic stability and very stable politically, and it's a safe environment to do investment. So we are so happy that we have Al Zahra company from UAE investing here in Namibia since 4 years almost in agriculture sector, and they're expanding their investment looking for other sectors as well.
You answered now quite a lot of my questions regarding the stability and what investors are looking at, but I think what are the main factors or pullers that foreign investors are looking in a country, especially in the SADC region? What are they looking for before bringing that billions to a country?
They're looking for the return of investments. Yani, if we consider stable economy, stable environment for investment, they're looking return of investment. Now the FDI flow from one country to another is like a competition between countries. All countries, they have investment opportunities in mining sector, energy, infrastructure, agriculture, the hospitality and tourism. All the countries, they have the potential in Africa, I will say, in the SADC region also. And this potential is like a competition between the countries. Each country, they have to provide the facilities and intensives for investors. What I will offer for investors. You can find some countries are offering exemption from tax for 3 years or 5 years or maybe longer time. You can find some of the government, they make cooperation with the private sector, with international investors to come. In terms of the PPP projects, the government will come up with the land as their portion, and investor will come with the money to develop these projects. So it depends how the government is acting, how the government is working to attract those investors, and what incentives they are offering for those investors.
Last question from our side, sir. 2015 aim around the corner. I mean, it sounds far, but it's around the corner. What will be different next year for attendees?
The different next year for attendees, we are expanding our international promotion. This 2015 edition, we are inviting 174 countries, okay? And we are aiming to attract more than 12,000 investors and businessmen from all over the globe. The news that we are introducing in AIM 2015 is Investors Zone. In AIM 2015, we will have a dedicated investor zone where we will invite the biggest investors in the key investment sectors to come to network with the project promoters from emerging markets. For each sector, we will invite from 6 to 10 investors to have their special area for meetings where it will add value to emerging countries that will participate in AIM. Besides this, we are introducing SME zone, connecting SME globally. And what does it mean, connecting SME globally? That we would like the SMEs from each country to come and to network through the annual investment meeting with their counterparties from other countries, SMEs as well. Besides this, they can connect for investors to expand their businesses internationally, to expand their business locally. If any SME company, they have a production facility and they need to expand this, they look for investors to have additional production line or additional facility enhancing their export outside the country. So those are the two features that we are adding on 2015 annual investment meeting that we see it will add value to all our participants.